we are.
Yeah.
It is the morning of the 2nd of August here in Azeroth, and after a perilous flight on the backs of giant eagles, Shallan and Talia finally made their way to Gilneas, where they were taken in by the Gilnean defenders. They met the captain of the Wall Guard, who assigned them a small escort and sent them towards Kiel Harbour, with a note he promised would grant them passage to Stormwind via sea. The morning is bright as they travel south, relieved to be safe in friendly territory for the first time in weeks, and it has been a while.
There were so many things in there that give me pause.
Yeah, like he
gave you a letter that supposedly does this. It's like, and into apparent safe territory. I'm like, God damn it!
Stormwind via sea. So the two of you, along with 6 Gilnean soldiers, and the Eagle. Wait, no, isn't the Eagle? Because the Eagle has. Well, it's brought you to Gilneas, right?
Yeah, I did say to Gilneas City.
Okay.
To Gilneas
in the
City.
thing, because that's where I assumed we would have gone. So I'll probably just dispel it before that, assuming we get on a boat at Kiel Harbor.
Well, let's talk about that. Oh, well, let's do it in character. Let's say, as we're getting escorted, we have like a one-on-one.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys, but you just begin heading south. The soldiers set a quick pace, intending to make it to Kiel Harbor within the day, which you guys with your new boots have absolutely no trouble keeping up with.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, go ahead and have your conversation as you cross the northern headlands of Gilneas.
I'll walk next to you and say, so I have some thoughts, considering our situation. Don't you think taking a ship might be a little slow?
It is. But I don't know much about Gilneas City and what they have at hand. Whether they have some way of teleportation circles or flying creatures and mounts that could get us there faster. I don't know.
I know they're Worgen, but they have infrastructure. They should have a mage, I believe, that could help us.
It's racism. I know they're Worgen, but they have infrastructure. What's wrong with Worgen?
We only met the one. He's a bit of a douche.
Well, we've met 2 and they're both assholes.
Yeah.
And also, I think it might be wise, or at least humane, to let the Worgen leadership know as well of what we have discovered. They are the closest threatened area.
Absolutely.
They are Worgen, but they are allies. So, but we could combine those 2 facts and request an audience with whatever leadership we can get within earshot in Gilneas City.
Yeah. So we think, do we still have a map? We all have a map, or do we
all
not?
have a map, yeah.
Okay. So I guess if we were to be able to take a look at our map, right, we know that eventually there will be a spot where there's a fork in the road. One goes to Kiel Harbor, one goes to Gilneas City, right? What if, at that point, we make our case to try and do that? If they decline and we still feel the need to go to Gilneas City, we could always just eagle out.
Well, we are not prisoners, I believe, but I'm not sure if they'll appreciate that action. But
true. But if it's them saying, no, we're taking you to Kiel Harbor no matter what you want.
Yeah. In that case, they kind of bring it upon themselves, right?
Precisely.
I like it. Time is of the essence.
I'll let you do the talking.
As always.
Apparently I suck at it.
Okay. So yeah, you guys continue south with your escort. They don't really say anything to you guys, at least through the morning. Morning.
Sorry, can I roll an insight check to notice if they were listening in on our conversation? Because Probably have like an anti-earring or something with like their doggy ears.
Yeah, sure.
Oh no, that's Silas isn't here. I gotta ramp it up a
Yeah.
bit. 15.
You didn't catch anyone sort of dropping no eaves
Okay.
in your conversation.
They held on well to their eaves. I like it.
They dropped them not. Yeah. And you guys continue, you stop about probably here, I can't think of this, here or so, sort of peak of the sun in the sky, and everyone breaks out rations and so on. And you guys do as well.
Yes.
And okay, while you're eating, one of the
How long have we been walking, by the way?
half the day, 4 hours.
Okay. Just trying to figure out how much mana I got back, just in case it matters.
Sure. One of the Worgen soldiers calls over to you guys. Not sitting too far apart. Says, "So, what were you guys really doing north of the wall?"
I'm not sure we're allowed to divulge that information. I'm sorry. It's a very exciting tale, as you can probably imagine.
That secret, is it?
It's pretty high on the secret list. I can assure you.
I know secrets too.
Ooh,
You know.
do tell.
No, they're secrets. Couldn't possibly share any of those. Kind of he winks at you.
And I suppose we're at an impasse, aren't we?
Uh,
I suppose we might be. Were you out there long? In Forsaken territory, I mean.
How long were we there? Out of character.
Like 3 weeks or something?
Let's see. You guys. It depends where you would define it, but you left Chillwind Camp about half a month ago, 15th of July.
Okay.
And it's now the 2nd of August.
Few weeks.
But it's pretty much feels like an eternity.
A couple of weeks in Forsaken territory, my. You must have been up to all sorts of no good.
Depends on what side you're on, I suppose.
That it does. Apart from that, they just make small talk, and then lunch finishes, and you guys continue on your way. You follow the road south, then it sort of turns left and heads a bit more inland, and the sun is just kind of starting to get low in the sky. It's about 5 or 6 o'clock when you arrive at the fork in the roads, like well signposted. There's like a small town around here as well. The escort you're with makes like no move to stop or anything. They just begin to turn straight down the you get to the sort of center of town. They turn down the road that's heading towards Kiel Harbor, signposted that way.
So, pardon me.
Yeah, is there a specific one that looks like the leader of this group of 6?
Yeah. There's like a corporal that's
Was he the one who was asking the questions about the
No,
secrets?
that was just one of them.
Okay, so I'll turn to him and say, I know you are under specific orders to escort us to Kiel Harbor, but me and my associates have been discussing our situation, and we feel we have to stress the importance of time. A boat ride back to Stormwind will not do, I'm afraid. Is there perhaps a way we can travel to Gilneas City to discuss other means of travel? At least of information.
Discussed with who?
I'm not sure how your leadership works, but whoever we can talk to and decide if he is empowered to make a decision or if he has to get his superior. but
Well, you've got a note here addressed to... Who's it addressed to?
it's the captain's station in Kiel Harbor.
You've got a note here addressed to Admiral Bradley, who's currently harbour master at Kiel Harbor.
I look at Shallan and say,
Even
is that high-ranking enough? An
admiral...
admiral...
it had better be, because even if you walked to Gilnear City right now, you can't just walk in and have a conversation with someone higher ranked than that. In fact, you can't just walk in and have a conversation with someone that high rank. So if you're hoping to talk to someone in a position of power, Admiral Bradley's probably going to have to do.
And here I was hoping for some tea with Gan Greymane himself, but... an admiral
King's
sounds...
on the Broken Shore has been for a month.
Well,
We knew that, right? Technically.
Well, maybe we could have... I don't think we ever...
Well, you didn't specifically know, but it's not surprising,
Yeah, it
right?
makes sense.
Right.
Makes sense.
Knowing the events at the Broken Shore.
Lead on then.
Alright. Begin, setting off again at a brisk trot.
And I started
Heading
discussing
now
with
west.
Shallan exactly what an admiral does.
Into the sunset.
High-ranking,
Ship master?
yes! Normally they would have a fleet that they may oversee.
So he leads the captains of the ships.
Yes.
I see.
Something of that nature.
As the pair of you put, your combined military expertise together, which could, quite easily be written on a postage stamp.
Yep, pretty much.
You continue across I guess given it'll be visible on the map, quite a large bridge onto the headlands, and then turn right and continue onwards towards Kiel Harbor, with the sun growing lower in your eyes, and indeed it is just dipping below the horizon when you arrive at Kiel Harbor, which is itself a fair-sized city. It's the second largest in Gilnear, since Duskhaven kind of fell into the ocean. And there's definitely activity about. The docks are not massive, but large enough to they could take between 10 and 15 very large ships at once, although there's only two of the docks currently have ships at them. And otherwise, it's not hugely fortified. The whole thing kind of just is constructed around several roads that slope gently downwards towards the water's edge. And you come in on one of these roads, and the escort continues down it towards the harbour area of the city, with a pair of you in tow.
Okay. Okay, well, I want to quickly say one more thing to Shallan.
Sure.
As well as we're walking in. I say, our Gilnean friend brought up a good point, in that I'm not sure how much further we're gonna get being so secretive. What do you think of sharing our full story with this Admiral?
I was going to say, I think that's probably for the best. We need to be upfront with him about both the dangers that we have seen and the importance of our mission.
Right,
and
okay.
then he can make the decision on who to let know in Gilnear City and how quickly if he has another way of getting us to Stormwood.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's hope he is reasonable, wise, and patient. Oh, who am I kidding? He's a Worgen.
So you're saying, hopefully he's not like Silas.
Exactly.
So you guys are taken through the streets, and eventually you come to a large stone building with some sort of fortifications and so on, like a tower in one corner and thick stone walls, a gate that you could bar, and taken inside. As you pass through the city, just a note of sort of Gilnean customs, I guess, and so on. You kind of observe with interest that there's a even mix of people going about in Worgen form and people going about in human form. It seems that they're very comfortable, sort of interchangeable, as you probably would be if everyone was a Worgen. This doesn't seem to be your guards and every soldier you've seen, including your escort, has been in Worgen form. They're all constantly in Worgen form. But just like the civilians ship and so on you see around are, either or. They don't seem to favour one or the other.
Are there a lot of tourists?
So, by the way,
immigrants or like anyone not Ghanaian? Because people from Ghanaian
like, yeah,
are pretty
couple.
obvious to
There's
spot,
like-
right?
Yeah, there's like there's like maybe a few dwarfs around and so on, and you know who can tell if someone's a human or a Gilnean, you know, a Worgen really if they're in human form. But yeah, like a handful, but overwhelmingly it's Gilneans around.
Sure.
It's not a huge tourist industry
Yeah.
here.
Here's a question. This is kind of more of a rules question, a little bit. But so the channel divinity for Moon Priest is about basically the shape-shifting creature to revert to original shape. If I was to do that to a Worgen, which shape is their original shape? Human form or Worgen form?
Human form. Worgen form's a curse. So
Okay.
yeah, it's the curse of the Scythe of Luna or whatever that shit's called.
Gotcha.
So yeah, the original form would be deemed a human.
Just wondering if I could piss off Silas at some point.
What if two Worgens have sex and they say in Worgen form for the pregnancy? Does it come out Worgen as a baby?
I guess
the real question.
I guess it comes out like either form. I guess like I don't think it would have an influence on what form the child comes out as. Although you
Technically
probably
originally.
God, this reminds me of a discussion that I had in JP's chat once in his Discord about polymorph and a pregnant person.
Oh yeah, that's a slippery slope.
Oh yeah, that was a messed up discussion.
So as you guys are crossing through the streets, wondering about the sex lives of those around you, you're taken to this, the harbour master's keep.
Do they do doggy style on it?
Taken inside, and eventually, after a brief wait during which the corporal disappeared up some stairs and into an office with the note, the corporal sticks his head back outside and calls and says, I don't know. I guess he would have got your names, but he doesn't use them. He just says, "Okay, you two, come on up."
Okay.
Okay.
We come on up.
Okay. He stays at the door.
Okay, as he stays and we walk past, I say, "Thank you for your services, Corporal." And my nicest smile.
He salutes and turns inwards towards the room as you guys enter. It is a wide wooden floored office. The exterior walls are stone, the interior, the ones that face outwards, and the interior ones are wooden. There's a desk, there's tables, there's all sorts of maps all over the place, sextants, like a globe on a thing that spins somewhere, and various nautical things, probably like lots of rope about and stuff, whatever they use. And standing behind the desk in Worgen form and full sort of admiral's regalia with the fancy things that go on the shoulders and so on.
Big Napoleon hat.
He's got the hat, yeah. He's got like the long blue coat, kind of.
Is he wearing it, or is it like on the desk?
It's on the desk.
One
I
hand.
guess he's technically indoors, so yeah, it's on the desk. The coat sort of hanging open across his chest, as it does, and through like the gap down the middle, you can see that he has quite heavy bandaging around his torso, and like up over one shoulder. Like he's clearly at some point recently suffered a heavy wound. Although it doesn't seem to affect his posture. And as you enter, the corporal says, "These are Talia and Shallan, Admiral." And the Admiral takes you guys in and says, "Welcome. I'm Admiral Reginald Bradley. At your service." "That'll be all, Corporal." And the Corporal salutes again and closes the door behind him as he leaves. Admiral turns back to the pair of you and says, "Got a note here, says I'm supposed to put you on the soonest ship to Stormwind. Signed by the War Captain. What's that all about?"
Yeah, so I'm gonna go into practice diplomacy and say, first of all, thank you for your time, Admiral Bradley. We, as you probably have heard, we came from across the wall, from enemy territory, and now...
Yes. I'd like to hear a bit more about that in a minute, but tell me everything that's
right,
happened.
so the wall captain, I believe you call him, decided it was best for us to take a ship from Kill Harbor to Stormwind to our superiors in the Alliance. However, I believe time is of the essence and a ship will take too long. I'm gonna wait for his response.
Too long for what in particular?
For the information to reach those that it needs to reach.
Information? Urgent information?
Right. Now I'm gonna think for a bit, look at Shallan, what we've discussed, and say...
Yeah, if you look to me, I just kind of give you the nod, like, yeah, we should.
We are in the service of the SI-7 of Stormwind. Our recon mission to infiltrate and spy on Forsaken activities. We were not...
A pair of Kaldori SI-7 agents?
Yes, quite unusual, I'm sure, but we
Bit of a
were
long
not
story.
alone. Our leader, you could say, has chosen to stay behind and continue on
Well,
the mission.
he's a worker, so he might know him. So I even say it's what's his Silas's last name? Silas.
Compton.
Yeah.
Silas Compton.
Well, can't say I've ever heard of him, but you know these spy types. Last thing they ever do is use their real names.
It's not often a spy gets famous, that's true. Right, so our mission was to spy specifically on the town of Brill. Let's see the map. What's that town called again? Death Knell and secret entrance into the Undercity. However, when we reached Death Knell, we discovered that the Forsaken had been creating additional armies. About 5. Yeah, what's the name you gave the regiments?
Legions?
Yeah, legions, right? Yeah.
Yes,
About 5 legions worth. Tremendous amount of soldiers.
Hold a second there. You're saying you saw 5 Forsaken legions at Death Knell?
Yes, with newly created
Impossible. I have
banners.
intelligence reports here describing the exact locations of the Forsaken legions on the Broken Shore. New legions?
New legions with new banners.
That is correct. None of us recognize the banners of said legions to match those that have been seen on the Broken Shores.
This is indeed grave information. And the information must reach Stormwood as soon as possible.
Not just
You're right.
Stormwind, but
Boat won't do. There's a troop transport due to arrive from the Broken Shore in the next couple of days, bringing the wounded of the Gilnean 2nd Legion back home. It's then supposed to run to Stormwind to transport the Stormwind 7th Legion reinforcements to the front, but that would put you 8 days away from Stormwind at present. Too long. Well...
Real quickly, out of game, how long would it take on Eagleback to fly to Stormwind?
I'm not jumping or falling all the way to
I just
Stormwind.
say it.
Given like the limits of the spell and like how much time per day you can spend flying, probably not like much faster than that.
Turns out, because of the mana changes, I can fly more than I originally thought.
But also,
still.
unless you're going to be like over the ocean the entire time, and then you can't really stop at nights, you've got to take a sort of quite a big dog leg around into Casmodan. Hang on, I'll move you guys onto the entire Eastern Kingdoms map so you can kind of evaluate it for yourselves. It would almost certainly be faster to Eagle fly to Ironforge and then take the Deep Run tram from there. You could probably do that in 3 or 4 days to Ironforge, depending on how far you can get each day.
Yeah.
If you
how dangerous is Kulturas?
fly over Kulturas. Kulturas is a human naval power that are, I guess at this point in the lore, we'd describe as loosely aligned, but mostly themselves aligned. Jaina Proudmoore, the famous lore character Mage, is a noble from Kulturas. Her family rules, I believe. House Proudmore.
You mean Dreadlord Jaina Proudmore?
Dreadlord Jaina
Yeah.
Proudmore. So they're all Dreadlords. They're not safe at all.
Okay. Yeah, definitely not safe. Okay.
Well, I have a solution,
Hmm?
but it may not be to your liking. Obviously, the most convenient way, he leans back on his chair at this point. Obviously, the most convenient way for us to get you to Stormwind would be a teleportation spell. But all the mages capable of opening a portal from here to Stormwind unaided are currently assigned to Dalaran. We do have mages of some power still here in Gilneas, but none of them could do an unaided portal, which brings us to the possibility of an aided portal. How familiar are you with portal magic?
I roll my eyes.
That's a great question. How familiar am I with portal magic? I'm
Give me
assuming
an
I've used
Arcana
the portal,
check.
but...
Give me an Arcana check.
Can I just...
Hey, I have
for
advantage
shits
on
and
that
giggles?
because elf bullshit.
Can you watch it? Okay.
For shits and giggles, can I roll as well?
Yeah,
Maybe I've
sure.
heard some shit.
Yeah, I mean, this is something that this is definitely like knowledge that could be. This guy is not an arcane scholar himself. He's definitely about to drop some knowledge that could be, like colloquially passed on.
Okay. Arcana with advantage. Survey says... Not
Is that
good.
is that 10? Is it with
That is a
Don't have
10.
any hint. It's
No.
just- Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So
I
actually-
rolled very poorly.
Actually, it's Talia. You're aware of that when he's talking about aided and unaided portals. So an unaided portal is like a 7th level spell. It's basically teleport, and that would allow you just to teleport straight straight from a place to another place. Specifically in this case to Stormwind. An aided portal is a portal opened by a lower level mage using.
You do have advantage on that. If there's more information to be gathered, he does have advantage.
What? Okay.
Elves have mystic senses. Whenever you make any check related to the origin of magical items, lore, or spells, you are treated as if you were proficient in your Arcana skill and add your... Oh! Wait, so you're treated as if you are proficient, so I should have had 13.
Wait,
Which means you would have also had...
So you're both.
You would have 19.
You're both broadly
as well.
aware of all these
Yeah.
facts. That reagents called portal runes, and a portal rune can be assigned to a specific place, and it's basically for those who've got taken out the game, the structure of a spell stored magically in a stone, so that a less skilled but with sufficient power mage can quote just add mana, and the spell sort of casts itself. So it would take, what do you need to be cast, like a 7th level spell? You gotta be like 15 or something? Whereas like...
Let's... 7th level, so it'd be 6 plus 7, so 13
So 13.
mana?
Yeah, 13, yeah, okay. No, I mean, what level do you need to be to cast a...
Oh, to,
That's like 15, right?
to cast
Whereas-
a 7th level spell, level 13.
13, right. Same. And a mage who could cast a 4th level spell would be able to use one of these stones. I mean, you guys don't specifically necessarily know the exact spell levels and so on required.
Right.
But yeah, you're both... So when he
Yeah,
asks,
it'd be a 7th level,
what do
yeah.
you know about portal magic? You're both are basically aware of what he's talking about when he's going on about aided and unaided portal spells.
Okay.
So to phrase the question again, he says, "How much do you know about portal magic?"
Well, I know there's a common reagent called a portal rune.
Exactly.
That aids in the magic.
Exactly. We
Oh, it's
had
quite popular.
a supply of portal stones to all major alliance cities, but a few days past, we were raided by. We had a supply of portal runes. The regent crate they were in was stolen in a supply raid by Coastal Naga a few days back. We haven't sent anyone after them yet because we're short on men, and frankly, those particular magical regions stolen weren't any kind of priority compared to what could have been stolen in the attack, so we kept our men here to defend those. Lance Corporal of mine tracked the Naga to a cave about 10 miles from here. If you were willing to attempt a recovery mission on the supplies, I could certainly arrange for a mage to utilize the storm and portal stone to take you there.
Well, you are correct that it's certainly not the solution I was hoping for. How many now? Do you have information on them?
The raid consisted of around 10 or so.
Have I ever encountered a Naga? How common are they?
Have you ever encountered a Naga? Hell yeah, they're all over
Like
Ashenvale and
there are different
and so on.
types, right?
Yeah, there's basically male and female. The male are kind of like more fightery, and the female they're sea witches.
Okay. So I'll just ask if they know which variety are male or female, are they sea witches or I think it's Myrmidon?
Yeah, Myrmidons.
Like
yeah,
Myrmidons.
A mix of Myrmidons and sea witches. There's like I think just in Naga genetics or whatever, males are more common than females. So in approximately like a 1-to-3 ratio of females to males or something.
Okay.
So it says a mix of both. Small Naga clan. There's a few of them in the headlands. We meaning to clear them out for a while, but the war has taken precedence.
So I can imagine. Did these Naga mean to steal the runes specifically, or was that?
We're not sure. It's not especially in line with any effort they've made in the past. Generally, they raid and make off with whatever they can carry. In this case, they stole a crate of supplies from our regent stores. No food or anything of particular material value, but some quite a few magical components for spells, such as portal runes, and other such things that we'll need at some point, but aren't desperately required right now here in Kiel Harbor.
Right. I kind of look at Shallan and say, well, I can't count the amount of near-death experiences I've had in the recent times, so why not add another?
What's
to the
one
list?
more? Yeah.
I suppose it's if we do succeed, it's definitely the fastest way. And if we retrieve these runes, would we have a mage stationed here, or would we still have to travel to Gilneas City?
I have mages here in Kiel Harbor.
That's a relief, at least. And you're sure to get this information to your superiors as well, I suppose. We won't have to worry about that.
No, certainly. Truth be told, there's not a whole lot of superiors I have left in Gilneas, but those that are, I'll get the message to, and I'll make sure King Gen hears on the Broken Shore as soon as we can get word out there.
Well, that's a relief of my chest. Yeah, I guess I'll pull out my map.
Is there like a map on the table then?
I'll just pull out a map on that I have and put it on the table and say, could you please mark the spots, the cave you were describing?
He looks at your map, which is of course a map of the whole Eastern Kingdoms, and goes to a wall and pulls down a map that's like just of Gilneas.
Okay.
And just like shows you a location. It's kind of just been marked in on the map in pencil with a cross and like a faint question mark. And it's a way up the coast, and he says this was my Lance Corporal's best guess as to where she was able to trace or track the Naga to. If you intend to go after them, I'll send her with you as a guide.
Well, I'd certainly appreciate that. Look, anything else?
No, I think that's all. Although, if you want what's that name, Lance Corporal. If you want Lance Corporal Parish to guide you, you'll have to wait to leave until morning, I'm afraid.
What time is it now?
Like
it's in the middle of the night. Remember?
10 p.m. I mean, that's fine, right? We just stay the night.
We're happy to quarter you here.
Yeah, that would be good as well, because then I could recover some of my own energy.
Fantastic. Would you happen to have beds to spare as well?
Yes, certainly. We'll quarter you. He takes a scrap of paper and scribbles down a note, and just hands it, holds it out generally to both of you, hands it to whoever takes it, and says, "Take this to my quartermaster downstairs. He'll see you're lodged and fed."
I'll grab it.
I shall send Lance Corporal Parrish to find you in the morning.
Thank you, Admiral.
A nod. Thank you again.
Okay. So you guys
Guess we'll head out.
leave. Yeah, sure.
Yep. And then when I head out, I will dispel the eagle, since we're not going to be going too late.
Did it come inside with you, by the way? Now I'm thinking.
No. I left it
It hasn't
outside.
just been sitting next to you for this
No.
whole conversation, like this big bird thing. It's
Yeah.
large creature bird. Okay, sure. So you just dispel the eagle. It's
Yeah.
It's you know.
Did you name it? Or still?
I probably did. I think I named it Silas as a joke.
It gets snapped
Uh,
and
Did it-
fades into nothingness.
as
Yeah.
it sounds.
Okay, yeah. So you guys
Back
head
to the realms of the
downstairs
spirit.
and find, after asking around a little bit, where the quartermaster is, who assigns you lodgings. They're just bunks in a room somewhere. It's not a room currently in use by anyone else. The garrison here is depleted enough that they can certainly afford to give you guys some privacy. But it's not particularly fantastic accommodation. It's like you're in 2 bunks in a room of 8 bunks or whatever.
Okay.
And the other 6
it's
are
better
unoccupied.
than sleeping on the ground, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
the thing we've been doing for the past couple of weeks.
Yeah. Even a cot is better than just the ground or bedroll. So yeah, I think we rest.
Okay, sure. You guys rest and are awoken bright and early in the morning by a knock at the door.
Knock.
A sharp rat-a-tat-tat.
Oh god, they have a cat. Alright. I say, come in!
I wake up and I start packing my things.
Okay.
Was it the room service? Okay.
In the door comes a young female Worgen soldier, dressed in breastplate with a shield on her back and a long sword at her side. She has kind of, grey fur, light green eyes, and says, "Morning, Caldori. I'm Lance Corporal Parrish, at your service."
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Talia.
Shalom.
Admiral tells me you two have volunteered to go after our stolen supplies. I'm to lead you to the Naga Cave.
Yeah, it's kind of
correct.
out of necessity, I suppose, but, what are you gonna do?
Either way, that's awfully good of you.
Yes,
You
we're
ready to
quite
leave
the
then?
heroes.
Ready to leave then, or shall I come back?
I look to Talia.
Yeah, I gotta shrug and say, sure, just give me, I can't look at my stuff. 30 seconds. Just throw everything into my oversized backpack.
Sure.
Just shoving stuff into a backpack.
I mean, how much did you really unpack anyway?
Yeah, I guess.
It's true. Not a lot.
Is Talia someone who needs to fully unpack every time she's somewhere for a night?
Just the play mill,
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So she's stands just outside the door while you guys dress, and then you guys head out. She says, "Right, get going, shall we?"
Lead the way.
What was her
So-
official title again, sir?
Lance Corporal.
Lance Corporal.
Lance
Is that right?
Corporal. Yes, Lance Corporal Parrish.
So, Lance Corporal, will you be fighting with us or just showing us the way? No judgments, of course.
I wasn't planning on standing by and watching you guys do all the hard work.
Ah, lovely. That is fantastic news.
And please, you can call me Jocelyn or Josie. Lance Corporal's all a bit stiff in that.
Sure, Josie.
Or not, you don't have to.
Lance Corporal,
Given
yes.
how awkward you sounded.
It's not a name I commonly come across, but Josie it is.
Right, well, we'll be heading up into the headlands, and then caves on a beach, about 10 miles or so walk. Assuming you guys are fine with that.
Lead the way.
She does. She does lead the way, chatting, a little idly, at least until you're out of town and it's kind of more important to be paying attention. And leads you across sort of increasingly rocky terrain. It's kind of like the coast of the headlands is like in Game of Thrones when they arrive at Dragonstone.
Yeah.
It's kind of like quite cliffy with beaches at the base.
Windy.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, she leads you off and across the headlands, and you've been going probably a couple of hours or so. When she sort of gestures down here to a narrow gulch, which leads like windingly down between a pair of large cliff faces and down to a beach. It's a bit of a climb down. It's not quite a stroll. You use your hands a couple of times, but you will make it down safely enough. She gestures along the beach and she says, "Cave's just this way. We should probably be quiet from here."
I'll look down towards my plate mail and say, "Perhaps you two should lead on. I'll guard your back."
She's not really much quieter than you. She's a breastplate. So.
Well, I do sneaky deaky, so
I mean, just keep our voices down.
I'll unsheath my sword though.
Yeah. She does the same. She draws her sword, pulls her shield up her back, and kind of shrugs onto her left arm. And Shallan prepares her hands in a spellcasting pose. Nah.
probably have my bow at the ready.
In a spellcast.
My bow. I don't know what that is, but yeah, just in case.
Okay.
Is there any type of creature that I would know that it's like the natural enemy of the Naga?
You?
Mm-hmm. I summoned another me.
I mean, they were once similar to all elves. They were like once highborn, well, not all elves, but they were once highborn elves, and then during a great sundering, they sank beneath the sea and became like the Naga are basically elves of the ocean. Although they're quite necessarily far more diverse from the elves and the other races. But like their language Nazjar is not understandable to you guys, but is recognizably some kind of strange dialect of Elven.
Okay.
And indeed, on the subject of Nazjar, as you're approaching the mouth of the mouth of this cave that Jocelyn has indicated, you guys can hear spoken Nazjar kind of echoing from the mouth of the cave. Certainly they're making no effort to hide their presence. As you can hear like a fair few voices in conversation, although you don't know what's being said exactly. So you sneak up to the mouth of this cave.
Mm-hmm.
Can everyone then give me a stealth check?
Yes. So the question...
Is it still early in the morning?
No, it's like 10 o'clock by now, 10, 11.
No longer dim lights.
Well, a second though, because is there anything like lightly obscuring foliage, heavy rain, falling snow, mists, or other natural phenomena that might obscure vision of us?
No, it's kind of just a cave on a beach.
Gotcha. Making sure.
So disadvantage health was a 0. 2d
No, 2d20.
D20 DH1.
DH1. Yep.
Oh yes, DH1. I forgot that for her roll. Then okay.
Hey, it's not
okay.
the
So 12. She's a 14, and Josh is what, 15? Yeah.
15.
So okay, you guys are reasonably quiet, and you manage to make it up to the mouth of this cave without being spotted. So are you guys on the map now? You found yourselves?
Wait, it's very black.
It's at the top. You're looking.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a penis.
That is indeed a penis.
Alrighty then.
So you have a large cave, at the back of which is a pool of water, and a group of Naga hanging out, chatting. They all have their weapons on or about them, but they're not on alert. They're eating, they're talking. They've got, like, I don't know, raw fish or whatever it is that Naga.
Right? Do they?
They don't seem to have noticed you.
So I've seen Naga before in my life. Do I notice anything special about these ones? Anything different? Anything that would, like
No,
weapons
not,
or
not
mutations
particularly.
or-
The all of them, I believe, are armed with all of them are armed with tridents, including the sea witches.
That's-
None of them have any kind of like clothing or armor. They just, they have, their scales are tough. They've got sort of long serpentine bodies, and no, nothing particularly is of note. Like, some of them have, like a leather sash or a belt on with like a pouch hanging at it. Actually, the sea witches both have. You can spot from here on their belts. They have like a pair of potions.
Okay.
In like leather, because they don't really make glass, but in like leather skins.
This is to skill.
Yeah, this is just.
So if we huddle up and whisper, they're probably not gonna hear us.
Yeah, probably not. No, not over the sound of their own conversation.
So kind of motion for the other two to like make a circle. Whisper.
Okay, a triangle is formed.
No, I
It's
want a
all
circle.
You
Okay.
can't really see how the.
Trying to think of what things I want to.
It's
summon
hard.
these
There's three of us.
motherfuckers. There's about to be more, sort of.
So I say,
Shall I move back to the circle as well?
it's nicely huddled up, right? Would be ways to not take advantage of that, of our surprise. Please. Anyone got any ideas on how to accomplish that?
Well, there's quite a lot of
What
them,
is it?
don't you think? Are you sure you want to go through with this?
So, can I tell like how many males versus females? Because I know that technically females
Yeah,
are
you
slightly
can
more
just,
powerful.
you can just see them on the map, actually.
Okay. Oh, I don't see the map. Where is this?
But it's called-
Aha! That's why. I
Now you see the
it.
penis. Yeah. Okay.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah.
I'm just gonna, as she says, I'm gonna take another peek into the cave and be like.
And it is
yeah.
in a cave, right? So technically, where is like? Does the cave stop overhanging?
Yeah, there.
If that
Basically.
makes there. Okay.
I'll draw it on in grey. Hang on.
Gotcha.
Map there.
Because my kind of go-to is, Moonbeam.
There you go. Kind of mouth.
I mean, that's pretty nice. Yeah, but as she says that, and say, maybe my standards for a reasonable fight have dropped considerably recently. I think you can take them.
So they're all spellcasters as well, right?
The
That's
females are, not the males.
Which is probably one of the more dangerous parts. I could do silence in that area, so that they wouldn't be able to cast spells.
That sounds handy.
And so, okay, we're on the beach, seas behind us, right? And
Yeah,
we're just
it's
going
the
into
beach
land?
is like 30 feet more or so that way.
How did I think about it? That pool of water behind them kind of worries me, and that might be. I know they like to tame beasts and crabs and all kind of monsters. And it might also be a way of escape for them. We don't know where it leads, if it connects to anything. Can we see the goods, like the stolen goods?
No. There's random miscellaneous crap littered around the place, like driftwood, but no, nothing that looks like a crate of supplies. Several crates of supplies or anything.
Also, yeah, so I'll say that. Also, I do not see our cargo, so we would have to take one prisoner, or we would have to be assuming that they hid it underwater, maybe. But in
We
my
could do that.
experience, or at least from the stories I've heard, Naga are vicious, but the fight turns against them, they're quick to run.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I think we try to keep at least one alive. Probably one of the females.
So wait, you said they had scouting parties, right? That's how they raid. We could wait until they split off if they do. Are Naga, are they like nocturnal as well, or?
No, they're not. No. She says, well, it wasn't a small group that raided our supplies. At least as many as in there, if not more. I don't know if they move around in small groups.
I think we can take it. We got this.
Yeah, I agree.
I like your confidence.
So she's sporting like a crossbow or something, right?
No, she's got a shield and a longsword. Breastplate.
Okay.
Oh, I feel for her, like. Just let me take the lead. I'm used to getting punched.
I'm sorry. Was it a husband?
No.
I knew boys like that growing up.
So while they're doing that, I said, in 5, 4,
Wait,
and then I cast.
Oh god.
I'm gonna sharing that same look. Like what the fuck? Okay.
It's more of a. That's a weird question. Let's move on.
Leroy Jenkins. Oh my god, she just ran in.
Yeah, exactly. Only instead, it's just peeking my head, casting silence, centered on this point.
Is that
20-foot radius?
Okay, yeah. So you like move to a position we got line of sight to it, and okay, cool. Give me.
And I just ready an attack if someone charges us.
Yeah. Josie seems to be taking the old dodge action.
Okay.
More smart.
So silence. Let's do like this. And make it thin. And what is the radius? 20-foot radius. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, for fuck's sake. I started too high.
Yeah.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or too low, rather. 2,
Basically, what matters
4,
is
1,
like
2,
from in the cave, it's all of the squares. Yeah.
So I guess back a bit. So there.
That's also I don't think 40 feet. 20-foot radius. Oh, I guess it is.
That's like.
Sure. Yeah, we'll do that.
There, or like one further back, or
I think that's good. That's good.
that's good there. Okay.
No, go forward one. Yeah, there.
Sure.
So I'd rather have them try to have to back up into possibly out of range or in the water than.
Okay. Give me initiative rolls.
Good timing right there. I knew it had to happen sometime.
Hey!
The plus
I got a roll, and it wasn't terrible.
Okay, take us away, Shalon.
Alrighty. So, it's funny when you go through stuff and you realize that you've been doing so many things wrong. Like, I totally forgot that I'm level 5, so my cantrips are double damage and bullshit. I'm an idiot. So
like you're cheating
let's-
yourself.
basically, yeah, a whole lot. Alright, I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
The old spiritual weapon. I have that token somewhere. Got it. Right, and where's it go?
There. The attack on that one. Do I have him surprised?
Yes.
Woohoo! Woohoo! $25?
Absolutely hits.
The light of a loon?
Exactly. For 8 damage.
Okay. In complete silence, he is gashed in the side.
And sure as I don't think Toll the Dead would work the way I wanted to in this situation, since they can't hear the sound of the toll.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not gonna try that. So instead, I will do a smite at the same one, which is basically Warding Flame, or not Warding Flame, Sacred Flame.
Okay.
They just changed the name of it for some
Sure.
reason in this. So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
So yeah, like a beam of moonlight at a really shallow angle beams in the mouth of the cave and smites him. Okay, makes a dex save. Definitely a fail.
16. Okay, so it takes 2d8. 14
Ooh,
radiant
nice.
damage.
Not bad.
And then I will move back. So I'm not tanking.
Sure. Okay. This one. So yeah, you like stepped out into the mouth of the cave and began like casting spells. And obviously they heard like the first 2/3 of the first one, and then the silent zone kind of descended upon him. So he kind of like goes to shout something, pointing, like realizes no sound is coming out, looks around frantically, sees what's happening, and he moves up to here and like stabs at your spiritual weapon with his trident. Of course, like not a company, just he pokes it, but it doesn't take damage from anything. So it's a force thing in the air. But
He spins it. Just kind of like, just spins in the air.
He gives it a smack and it just kind of rotates around its axis.
But you can control it, right? So make it seem like it's working.
Yeah.
He's doing his job. I like
This one moves into the same thing. Looks around, notices what's happening, moves into the pool of water, and then beneath the surface, disappearing.
So run. Are they gonna tremor us?
As in, like, try and create an earthquake to collapse?
No,
everything?
like Tremors the movie where like they come out of the ground.
Oh, right.
This one, the wounded one, sees the ineffectualness of attacking the force weapon and kind of like holds his trident up defensively and takes the dodge action.
Cool.
This one, having now seen what's going on, kind of getting more bearings, begins slithering towards the mouth of the cave. They don't move very fast on land.
Yeah.
But he can now hear things. Lance Corporal Parrish shouts, "For Gilneas!" Charges in, sword raised,
Not for
Please
Gilneas,
be careful.
no!
Please be careful, lady.
and
Josie. Cute little Josie.
attacks at him. Plus. And misses with her first attack,
She has two attacks.
and misses with her second attack. Like, she's slashing at him, he's parrying with his trident. They're locked in mortal combat. Talia.
I see. I reach that? I have boots of swiftness or whatever. Sneaky boots.
Exactly.
I think I might just want to finish off this dude.
That movement you're currently describing takes you through a square that this guy threatens, by the way. Just...
Okay. No, I'll just assist Josie then. I'll charge up. Fairy for Gilneas. Like an attack. For 26.
That's definitely a hit. All kinds of a hit.
13 damage.
Nice. A solid strike.
Then I swing and Voltus. 21
Yep.
for another 10 damage. Oh, I'm gonna reroll 1. So that's plus 3, so 13.
So 13. Or, yeah, you give this guy a good couple of strikes while he's engaged with Lance Corporal Parrish. You rush up and almost sever his tail. The ultimate insult.
I give Jolie like a touch of back nod.
Josie, right?
Josie,
an S.
whatever. Close enough.
This sea witch realizes they're under attack, sees what's happening, people rushing into the mouth of the cave. and makes for the water. And she doesn't go beneath it. She gets this far and kind of is like, okay, I'm out of this. Realizes she's out of the zone of silence now because obviously can't see where it is.
Did actually can hear the water splashing.
Yeah, but she gets like something she can hear again. And casts a spell. Points at the water nearby her, casting a spell, and from the water arises a water elemental, which I now need to roll initiative for. I need to look at this initiative. I didn't sort this out very well. Okay.
Summoning
You
sickness.
can obviously act in the next turn.
Oh.
Yeah. Doesn't act immediately. So slot him into the appropriate place above Talia. Okay. This one slithers back to here, seeing that her comrade is able to cast from the water, and then turns and hurls a bolt of a ray of frost, points at Talia, and attempts a ray of frost attack against you,
Okay.
which kind of beams like a zaps through the air, and
Roll a save, or is it?
no, it's an attack roll. Why can I not see what they're? Oh, because I already up there. Right. What's your AC?
18.
18. Okay, it does strike you.
18.
You take strikes in the face. You take 12 cold damage,
Damn.
and your speed is slowed by 10 until the start of her next turn. So I guess
Okay.
I'll just put a snail.
Technically out of it, so is it worth keeping the silence, or do I recast the silence behind them? I think I will actually do that. So I will recast the silence. Basically, just move it
Okay.
back one.
You gotta move your character into a position where you can see into the cave, though. But
Correct.
I shall like so.
Forward
Further
one.
back. Forward one, like so.
Yep. So basically, it covers the whole back of the cave, and they
Okay,
have to come
yep.
forward now. Be able to cast anything. I'll use
Okay.
that to do this. Once more. I will make then my attack with the spiritual weapon on the injured one. 18
18 hits.
for 8 damage.
Okay. Layers. This one realizes the foolhardiness of attacking the weapon and slithers up here. Does the weapon get attacks of opportunity?
I don't know, actually.
I don't think it does, 'cause it's not like a living thing, right? It's you use your bonus action to attack with it once it's.
All right,
You
let me
have
try
to
find it real quickly.
on your turn. You have to use your bonus action to attack with it, right? It doesn't automatically attack on its
Correct.
own. Okay,
Those don't say
so
to
I
get-
guess in theory you could use your reaction to get an attack.
That's what I was
opportunity
wondering.
From it,
Yeah.
but like it doesn't have its own reaction. It's your reaction that you'd be using.
Yep. Exactly. That's
If
what I'm
you want.
wondering. Trying to find anything.
I
don't know if there's anything official
I don't know.
about
I don't think so, but I'll allow that. That makes sense to me that you can
Sure.
react through
We'll
it.
do
Okay.
24
Ooh, wow, nice rolls. Yes. Boom.
for 7.
Okay.
4 rolls on the damage, though.
It moves up here and jabs at Lance Corporal Parrish.
No.
God, I did not put these in a sensible order on this sheet. The attack. I'll get used to them eventually. Oh, actually, you know what? Okay, you know what? I'll fucking. They actually technically have 10-foot reach, but whatever. It's already done the attack opportunity and everything now, so fuck it. It jabs at Lance Corporal Parrish, who catches the attack expertly on her shield. Does it attack more than once? No. Okay.
That's my goal.
That one is done. This one. Another sea witch pops up in the water at the back of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
Although it is obviously in the zone of silence and slithers out onto land.
Pretty good.
This one attempts to flee from the weapon. He moves there. This one that you have so badly wounded, Jacko, is going to attempt to attack you, but it misses. You like catch the trident between the forks of your sword and twist it, and it goes sideways and skittering along the ground. Lance Corporal Parrish attacks furiously at the one that just stabbed at you while you have its attention.
Smart. Two attacks.
Yeah, I'm just reminding myself. It is +6. Okay. For a hit.
Done.
For 6. Oh, sorry, I took that down too much. It's I don't, I'm not a little too much. I set it to 6 instead of subtracting 6. It was at 15.
Yeah.
Other
than that.
And then a second attack hits again and leaves it at 1. She almost kills it, but it's like ah. Well, Naga sounds like.
I was about to say. Nah,
Nah.
not this time.
The old elemental moves, but has to double move to get anywhere, so moves up here. And Talia, it is your turn.
Okay. This is the first time this has come into effect, but I have sweeping strikes, which I got at 3rd level. When you
Did you execute some of the sweeping strikes last
I
session?
guess, but he was already pretty much dead, right?
Yeah, he was already basically dead.
Okay, but if I attack and damage a creature with a melee attack, you may use your bonus action to deal your strength modifier to any number of creatures 5 feet away from it. So I'm gonna target the full HP one and hopefully be able to hit the Naga and the Elemental. If I hit this attack, of course. 21?
Yup.
For 18 damage!
That was against the one in front of you, right? Or
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
HP one.
So, boom.
And I'll
Ouch.
use my bonus action to do to do 5 damage to the
Okay.
almost dead
Who
one
do-
and the Elemental.
Which kills this. Yeah. Oh, and to the elemental as well? Nice.
So just like a big horizontal slide.
Yes. That one is now a bloody pool on the floor.
And I have a second attack. $16?
Hits.
Oh, it does it. Nice. For 12 damage.
You can reroll the 2.
Oh, thank you. Well, I've already used my bonus action, so. So -1 damage?
Yep, so 11 instead of 12.
Yeah, that's fine. For 12, do we have? No, it's 11, right? Because you have to use the new one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Right, a solid turn. Solid turn. These guys can only really. I guess with a double move because of the water movement, this one can technically make it there. And this one can make it there. This one there, and then it's there, and then so up pops. Oh, no, that's did I just
Water
move the water elemental on top of it? What did I just do? Oh, I moved. No, that's not a water elemental. Go
It
away.
is.
This one, who I accidentally dragged on top of water elemental while I was moving him, pops up. Shalom.
Okay. So, bonus action. I'll move this up here and attack the injured fellow. 25.
Jesus.
Hit. And these rolls. Fat
For
rolls.
11.
You got him. He's dead. Sliced.
Nice.
Alright, then as my action, I feel like I should do something baller.
I'm down with that.
I don't know what that would be.
Like, charge in and you have 4
Would
gun
banishment work on a water elemental that's been summoned like this?
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like, one of the main reasons Banish is still in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, let's fucking try it. I'll cast banishment on this water elemental.
Okay, you got spell text for that? How's that
Yeah, I
work?
got the whole thing. It's rather large.
Okay.
When Phoenix Celestial, you target on a charisma saving throw, you shunt the adoration magic to a transferring state, causing it to become ethereally unstable, gaining resistance to non-magical damage, and reducing the movement speed by half. In your duration, if you are to concentrate for time, they have banished their original plane of existence. Heighten, you can target blah 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 other creatures in this dimension. Okay, so it has to make a charisma saving throw, does it? Okay. Let me
He has
just
such a nice smile.
That is DC 16.
And how good is an elemental's charisma? Bad,
Oh.
turns out.
Yeah.
It predictably fails, so it is
The ethereal plane.
in a transitory state, becoming ethereally unstable, so it has resistance to non-magical damage, and reduces movement speed by half.
And basically, they can't attack or interact with those on the original dimension, although they can return if it possesses the ability to plane shift back. So basically, it's like stuck
Yeah.
there in case they lose it. Shit. Shit. Oh well. Silent Sense, by the way, because I did not read Concentration.
That's not important
mine.
at
That's
all.
my bad.
Okay,
So,
so
like there's like 3
the water
casters
elementals.
this one is banished. Make him purple. For
But
banished.
Alicia's was baller as fuck.
Yeah.
Got that going for you.
And then I'm gonna go back here again.
Oh yeah, that's nice. We suffer the brunt of the damage TC witches are gonna do.
Yeah.
More placement.
Pop up, back, and moves here.
You just keep coming.
This one is dead. Pops
Oh,
up
Jesus.
and can move there.
Are Naga like the bunnies of Azeroth?
Seriously.
Yes. Exactly so. This one has done very little so far. Everything over there is either banished or dead. Okay, this one conjures in its hand a sphere of cold ice,
I
just
told
in a tight ball as she moves forwards towards you, and then hurls it at you. 30-foot range, in reach right. Yep, she throws it into this square here. And it explodes in a 10-foot radius of ice and cold. Make a stamina saving throw.
Okay.
As I subtract mana.
What's our proficiency these days, George? With level 6, it's 4 or 3, so?
3.
3. Yeah, okay.
Uh,
18.
18 passes. And Josie gets... Oh, a pass as well. So you both take half damage from the freezing sphere. So half of 18. So you each take 9 damage.
Where did it hit, by the way?
This space here.
So did the water elemental that's technically in the...
There's magic then.
Turn. It can't interact with those in the original dimension. No, it's banished. It's just immune to everything at the moment.
I was wondering why it's like it gains resistance to non-magical damage. But yeah, that makes sense.
Cannot attack or interact with it. Like, it can return if it's back, otherwise unharmed. Yep. Okay. So it's just kind of banished there, mad.
Cool. Ghostly looking motherfucker.
This one feels the odds turning in his favor and slithers forwards aggressively. This one's dead. Lance Corporal Parrish.
How's Lance Corporal's HP looking? Because I haven't...
She's lost her Worgen temp HP and she's taken 1 point of actual HP damage.
And what about Talia?
I'm moving to the front so you can be seen.
There we go.
The Lance Corporal rushes forwards to engage the wounded one, and miss and hit. Second attack, she runs it right through, dealing damage to it. Aha! So it can't really do much. Just kind of. He moves at half speed, right? So he just... Yes, he uses full turn to, like, move up next to you, Shalon, and kind of stares at you, insofar as Water Elemental can, like, stare at someone.
Okay.
It seems upset. Kind of sort of poking at you, but it can't really interact with you. Talia.
I'm slowed for... No problem. I'll just move up here. And 33 HP. I think that's a little more than 5 HP that's still left, right?
Who can say?
Who can say?
Obviously I can, but
Josh,
else can
what
say?
are you thinking? Is that more than 5 HP this guy has right here?
I would think it's pretty close to that.
But if it doesn't, then I'm better off second winning. But I think I'll be able to survive without it anyways. So let's take the chance. Gonna try and hit the sea witch in front of me. 25, that hits, I'm assuming.
Got up.
For 11, wait, I can reroll. For 13.
13.
And I'll use my bonus action to do 5 damage to the Myrmidon blown.
Oh, sorry, that's something more. There we go.
So close.
Let's see, let me look the turnover. The guy goes... That's your before. I know what I'll do. Okay, so I'll just hit the sea witch in front of me again.
Okay.
For
And then
18
nerf
of
power
damage.
word shield. Jesus.
15.
like
Then I'll accent surge to strike one more time, or 2 more times, I guess.
Ooh.
4d6 plus 6, right?
Yes. Reroll the 1. Well, she's dead, actually.
Yeah, but it's okay.
You
20 damage.
sever her head from her body.
And with
She
my
slithers into
second
her.
bonus action, I'll do the 5 damage again. Normally.
But you get a second bonus
Oh, I
action?
mean,
after
action surge, right? So
I thought it just gave you another action.
I'll give me another.
Action surge. I don't know if you get a second bonus action.
You don't.
Don't say. Additional action, no, you're right.
But technically you have an attack left, right?
Yeah. Yeah, sure, I'll use it on him. Like, someone's gonna have to spend their turn to finish a move, so might as well be me. 17.
Yeah, dead as fuck.
It's okay. Roar.
Rar indeed. This one casts a spell and becomes invisible.
Hmm.
This one is dead. This one moves there. Yes, certainly can, because there's so much movement in water. And from 10 feet away, jabs at you with his trident.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, your snail's gone. For a hit, he hits you for 11.
Let's strike.
Solid strike indeed. Shalom.
Okay. Trying to think of what might be best right now. Ugh. Okay. Trying to think if there's any other good ones on here, but there's really not. Alright, I will cast, or I'll move out. We can do that. Give me 30 feet from you, Talia, in my direction. Nope. So I move to there. And I think it's my best thing for now. Yeah, I will. Doesn't say it's concentration, so yeah, I will cast Inner Fire on Talia.
Talia, your attack is now equal to your health.
So that's plus 22 attacks, eh?
Basically, it's and I will cast it as just a level 1, so you get +1 to damage rolls and +1 armor.
Okay. Nice.
As well. Could I do a level 3? How much mana do I have? At 3, that'd be. Sure, okay. Takes me down to that much. So I'll cast it actually, sorry, as a level 3, so you have +2 to damage, +2 to AC.
Okay.
Might be worth it. And then bonus action, move this 20 feet. So I'll move it up here and attack the one straight in front.
Okay.
If I can get there.
Hit.
Wow.
This sword has been pretty MVP.
Yeah, for 12.
Slices
And I'm trying to
up.
think, does it currently have a concentration spell going? I can't remember which one does, which one doesn't.
This one is the one that threw the ice ball, so no.
So no, okay.
As soon as spell she's cast.
Cool.
Uh,
And then
Oh yeah.
I have movement, so I will move back. To there. So I just move in, boop, and move back.
Okay. This one moves up to here, but he's getting into the fight now, guys. He's arrived. But that's
like, guys, I'm helping.
This one forwards 1 square and jabs at Lance Corporal Parrish. Actually, what he does instead is... Actually, you know what? Okay, this one first, on his turn, because I suppose I can do something else. Throws a net. He has a net, and he throws it at... God, wow, the range on this thing sucks. Okay, with disadvantage...
Well, yeah, he would anyway, because technically he's in a threatened square to the spiritual weapon.
No, that's the one below that's throwing the net first, before that one even takes his turn.
Oh, okay.
Instead of him moving 15 feet and doing nothing, he's going to move 10 feet and throw his net.
Gotcha.
Plus... the old nat 20, nat 1. The net's like now hanging from the ceiling.
Who was he aiming at? Me or Parrish?
Yeah, it's a Parrish. This one forwards and stabs at Parrish. Ooh, striking her.
No, perish.
Don't perish,
Wounding
please.
her with his thing. His trident. This one, she's gonna move back to here. You can use your reactions to take an attack of opportunity if you'd like, with your spiritual weapon. Josh?
Sorry, my spiritual weapon, what about it?
She's moved back, and if you want to use your reaction,
Oh, yeah,
to take an attack of opportunity.
Abso-fucking-lutely. 18?
18 hits.
For 13 damage.
Ouch. And then once back here, she conjures forth a water elemental from the old water.
God damn it. You're gonna be annoying.
I roll into initiative. And it doesn't roll very well. It goes at there, but it doesn't act this turn. For some reasons. This one is dead. Parrish. Parrish getting quite enthusiastic. She's like, wow, Talia, you're amazing! And rushes in here and has at both of them. 1 attack at each. Shouldn't care whether or not they hit. That's what she's doing it. Miss and hit. So she hits the second one.
Is that the one above or left?
One above.
Okay.
For a little bit. And then she action surges. And does the same again. Hit and hit. Ooh, she's actually doing very well. For 10 and 9. Ooh. Okay, so... No, I set it to 10, not...
Again.
I was so impressed for a split second.
I was like, damn! She's coming with us. I don't care if you blunt's looking at us.
And then she used her bonus action to second wind.
Nice.
Oh.
No, all these things.
So that
it's like a mirror image of yourself.
It's how I used to be ineffective.
Back to that. There we go. This one doesn't act because it is summoning sickness. This one moves over to Shallan, continues to look angrily at you.
Stare at me.
Release me from this.
Talia.
Right. I am gonna
Kick some ass, Seabass.
use my Infinity Gauntlet to try and pull this Naga Sea Witch towards me.
Nice.
So that's its strength. Or athletics.
Athletics, yeah.
It's 5 plus 3 plus 8.
Oh, not that weak, actually.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Oh, no, she actually wins.
Yeah.
Damn
She
it.
actually wins.
You win this time, Gadgets. Oh, bonus action, accent. No, and the other one second wins.
Second win. The other thing fighters get to do.
For 13.
Nice.
Okay. And then, guess I should step up and hit this full HP blade, but Yeah, fine. I'll step over the scorch right here. And try and hit Sky. 19 hits, right?
Yes.
And then plus 2 damage.
An additional
17.
2, yep.
Oof. A mighty hit. And
Well,
use the other action to try and grip, so yeah,
Yeah.
okay. This one pops out of invisibility here, casting a spell at you, Shalon.
Okay.
A beam of purple energy
Hyper beam.
scythes through the air at you.
Okay.
With a spell attack. Almost. Mana cost. 22.
That's a hit.
Very fortunate for her. I need you now to make a spirit save against the mana burn effect.
Silly Chris, he has the highest spirit you can possibly have.
22.
You save, so it's half the damage and the mana burn. But then the damage is based on the mana burn anyway, so I guess it gets sort of
Well,
quartered.
here's the thing. I had 4 mana, so it could only do 2?
Yeah, it does. Well, it rolled a 4 on its D4 plus 1, so it burns 2 mana, which would normally cause you to take 4 damage, but you instead take 2 damage because it's halved as well. So you lose 2 mana and take 2 damage.
Okay. You probably thought I had a lot more mana. I spent a lot of mana early, so... technically that does cause me to make a dangerous save, which is concentration before this...
On the banish, yeah.
Yeah, this fucking water
DC
elemental.
10 stamina save.
Yep. Good thing I've got +1.
Easy.
Yay!
You managed to hold on to your concentration.
Yeah.
Okay. This one stabs at... No, in fact, this one is going to attempt to constrict you, Talia.
Come
I'm
on.
going to try and wrap around you and make you all constricted and shit.
Oh, like a snake, I see.
Yeah, like a snake. 22.
AC? I mean,
Yeah.
it's 20.
The 22 is the roll.
Just confess?
So
Or it's just against AC?
you take... no, it's an automatic thing. You take 8 damage, 8 bludgeoning damage, and are constricted. Until the grapple is an escape DC, I won't tell you what it is. Until the grapple ends, the creature is restrained, and the target cannot constrict another target.
Okay.
So you are constricted. And that's his turn. Sherlon.
Move up. Set up within 60 feet of it, right? If I did my math right. Correct. Okay. Then, bonus action. Move this thing up here and attack the Naga Witch.
Okay.
19
Yep.
for 8 damage. And then Sea Witch, the bell tolls for thee. Needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Spirit saving throw.
Yep.
What's that spirit save?
DC 16.
Fail by 1.
2d12. 16.
She dies. Does a conjure end when the conjure... Because it's not concentration.
I was actually just thinking about that as well. Let me see what it says about conjure in here.
Yeah.
It's fucking long.
Yeah, conjure has a ridiculous
Seriously.
attack.
Oh wait, it says if your concentration breaks before the spell ends, before the duration ends, it becomes independent in its actions and is controlled by the DM. Typically, undead and elementals rampage, constructs and plants act like other, etc.
Okay, cool. Makes sense. Is that your turn, Shalon?
Interesting. Yeah, because that was movement, bonus action. Oh wait, well I might do some more movement. Sorry, I've only moved 10 feet, and I think I will. There.
Okay. These two continue to stab at Josie Parrish. Oh, hit and miss. So she takes 4 damage. Not even through the temp HP.
Ha ha!
There's more temp HP.
Yeah, that was both of them attacking. And, well, because like when she second winded it filled up some of her Morgan temp HP. She slashes back at them. Boom and boom. Hit and hit.
Get him!
And barely above average damage rolls, but technically above average.
That's all that matters.
Okay, this one is rampaging. So it's gonna move up to here and whelm. It whelms. Each creature in the element
All
space
of you?
must make a DC 13 strength saving throw. DC 17, where was I getting that from? Strength saving throw. On a failure, target takes bludgeoning damage. It's medium or smaller, it's also grappled. Until this grapple ends, the target is restrained, unable to breathe unless it can breathe water. The saving throw successful target is pushed back out of the elemental space. Okay. So, technically it counts as... It's actually... no, I'm looking at these. A creature big enough to have more in space. But they are large because they're CR3.
Yeah, it should be 2 or 4, 2 by 2.
Yeah, it should be like this big, but rather.
Yeah, so it should be able to move on exactly that square.
Rather than have that annoyingly there, I'm just going to leave it the size of this. Cool. So, I guess they all make saving throws. D20 plus. What is it for the? Firstly, for the Lance Corporal Jocelyn Parrish, she has strength save plus 6. So she passes with a nat 20. And then the other two... wow, I think everyone just passes. Yeah, it's only DC 13.
You could say it was a little underwhelming.
They're all like... they're all pushed out of the space, but none of them take any damage.
Well done.
Grumble.
This guy,
Talia.
what an asshole.
You're restrained by this guy.
His Nagasi, which is still technically alive, right?
The banished one?
The one that... Yeah, the one that's banished.
Yes, his is.
Okay.
His is the one at Mana Bungee, this one here.
What a fucking bitch.
Restrained doesn't mean half movement or 0 movement?
0 movement, disadvantage on attack rolls, advantage on attack rolls against you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the actual good form of grappled.
Can I break free?
You can break free, probably quite easily, but escape DC is not all that high. But it is an action.
I can't attack.
You'd attack with disadvantage, so it's a tough one.
But at least no, I think I can. Okay, I'm gonna do a I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me moment. And just slash at him.
Just bite him. You coil around my face, are you?
So that's a 12, that's probably not hitting.
Does not hit.
Is a 13, yeah.
No, you missed with both
Gambit
attacks.
failed.
Yeah, you're not sucking. I'm not sucking here with you. You're sucking with you. What? You confuse the lines. Doesn't go well.
This one.
Yeah.
Doesn't have very much mana left. Ray of Frost coming at you, Shalon.
Okay.
17, which I know misses you significantly.
Yep.
Freezes some water out there at sea.
It makes the angry water elemental slightly chilly.
He stabs at you with his trident while he's wrapped around you, kind of above you. Plus, this is misses. So with advantage. Good stuff. I'm really close. Shalon, you're up.
Alrighty. First, bonus action. Can move this one to here and attack this guy.
Okay.
Oof, 13?
No.
Damn it. Tides have turned!
The battle is lost.
Our commander has finally missed an attack. Please.
And then I will toll the dead on the one I just tried to attack. So DC 16, Wisdom saving or Spirit saving throw.
Oh, actually passes.
Okay. It ignores my bell.
But does 0? Okay.
Yeah, and then I will.
Oh yeah, go on. Finish up anything else you want to.
I'll go there, and I'm like hiding behind the elemental.
Yeah.
With kind of see-through.
The elemental makes itself, because it's made of water, it makes itself go like really flat, so you can't.
Yeah.
It just flattens itself down.
That's fair. That's fair.
Fuck you.
Hey, if it's gonna follow me around, I'm gonna use it to my advantage.
This one stabs at Lance Corporal Parrish with his trident from 10 feet away. Striking her.
Oof.
For damage. This one turns and stabs at Talia, who is restrained.
But there's a giant tail around me. How's he gonna
Well,
hit?
the other one managed to miss through that, so this one I'm sure will find a way as well. It does not. Wait. What's your AC with the buff?
20.
Okay, no, it does not. It stabs you in your restrained state for 4 damage. A big one.
Mm-hmm.
It just bops you on the head with its trident, really.
More of a bad.
Parrish. This one attacks her, so she steps to here. No, but puts her in range of the elemental. That'd be
Still,
crazy.
yeah, still technically. Okay, that's a good point.
Here and 1 2s. 1 hit, 2 oh no hit.
Ooh.
Rolling solid on the damage now.
Ah, yeah. I'm talking about Josie.
Carving it up. Die, snake thing. This one, the rampaging one. I guess I'm gonna roll a d6, see if he recharges. Wait, is that a 1 or a 6 on this dice? Oh, it's a 6. Okay. Yeah. Moves
Power
here
overwhelming.
and whelms. So strength saving throws from these two. Fail from the Naga. Fail from Lance Corporal
Oh
Parrot.
no!
No. Organ can breathe on the water, right?
Okay. The damage is not high. Nevertheless,
Here's a question
it
for you,
kills
by the way.
Naga.
Destroy water.
What was that?
Yes.
The spell Destroy Water.
Yes.
I guess 10 gallons is not a lot, so never mind.
Not a huge amount.
If I heightened it, I could do an additional 10 gallons. I'm just guessing this is like hundreds of gallons. So.
If saving throw is successful, blah blah blah. Yeah. The medium small is also grappled, restrained, and unable to breathe. So, Lance Corporal Parrish currently drowning in the elemental. She's been whelmed.
Yep.
This one,
Stares angrily.
I guess moves there because like trying to hide behind. Talia,
Oh,
your turn.
no.
Oh, the overlays.
The stream is broken,
Get rid of him.
and because he
I
joined
can't
late,
hear him.
can't hear him.
I can't hear him either.
Same.
Oh, maybe he's just muted.
Ian, get out of here.
Be gone, Ian.
Can't hear you. Get out of here.
Thought, be gone. Leave.
Get out of here! Can I kick him?
I can.
You nerd.
Great. That's nice.
I want to break free. Athletic checks, right?
Yes.
Fuck.
You are not free.
Alright. Just
The
turning-
rolls
Wiggle
that
and
turned
turn.
against
turning
us.
of the tides.
it's my turn.
Another ray of frost coming at you, Shallan. Like steps to here.
Hey, wake up.
But no, this is even worse than the first one. She has no mana left. This one stabs at Talia. But your AC is higher than 18, so you do not get hit, even though it's wrapped itself around you and makes very little sense. Shalom.
By the way, Ian says he can't rejoin the call, but he has.
Why did it have? Yeah, why did we have
say?
to move forward one space? It ruined all my plans, man. It's okay. I will have it attack the one next to it. The bonus action.
Can you invite him back to the call?
Yeah, I think so. Like now?
Oh, I think
For
he
10
really wants to
damage?
join.
Well, you can watch the stream.
10 damage, by the way.
Yeah.
On
It's
the one
10
in the middle.
damage.
And then I will move it. It's 20 feet closer as part of that bonus
He just
action.
wants to ruin the overlay.
I know.
Hey, wake up.
And then Shalon will...
I mean, I can just
Okay.
like put it on third person.
There you go, Ian. Welcome back.
pop out.
Jacko will fix it.
Okay, it works now, right?
I can hear
I was like,
you.
you're
There
not
we
the
go,
dungeon
it's
master,
fine.
Ian.
And I'm gonna toll the dead on this one
Sure.
again.
Sure. Oh, told it dead. What's happening there?
On the
Alright,
Naga here again.
it's a Naga.
Where's Chris gone?
I don't know.
What?
Wait.
What do you mean, where have I gone?
No,
He got moved on the overlay,
it
so
disappeared.
now it's
Okay, so that's a save. It does not save.
Oh, how can they kill
ready.
him?
So 2d12, not 102, for 9 damage.
Right.
The 9.
Yep, 9 more.
The hearts of
They haven't summoned any giant yet, which is weird.
It's a
And
terrible
then I'll
build.
continue moving to there.
Oh, have you guys
Well,
got a fire?
Silas isn't here. No, yeah, Silas.
What? No, I've seen it already, Chris.
There.
Oh, just go on Jacko's stream, Chris, and look at it. from
That's the
that angle.
Get the stream viewers.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay. This one is Rip. This one has 2 restrained targets to choose from. Come here, Lance Corporal Parish. Strikes her. Ooh, ow. A nasty wound. A nasty
Restrained or
wound.
I thought you said
indeed.
grappled before.
No, it says a grappled, and then the grappled target is restrained.
Gotcha.
One medium creature. Start of each of his turns. Oh, it takes damage at the start of each of his turns. Damn, she might be in trouble.
She is.
The start of her turn, she takes bludgeoning damage equal. Oof. She goes down.
Oh no!
No, don't perish, perish.
So by the way, I have the grand plan,
Ooh.
Jacko.
Okay. I meant to crown pound.
Gauntlet the corporal.
Right, my gauntlet's currently inactive, but I can try and reroll. Oh wait, I can. Can I?
Technically, you've had multiple rounds of rerolls.
Yeah, I did it once, but I forgot about
Okay.
the last one because my turn was.
Because
so
then you
quick.
could pull her out, or if there's a strength battle there between what's holding her and what's holding you, maybe you meet in the middle. I don't know.
Oh, it does recharge.
This one stops grappling the now,
Beat up corporal.
bleeding out corporal. Moves over here. Actually, it's a shorter distance. Well, yeah, it's a shorter distance. Moves here and attacks this Naga.
Wait, the War Elemental's a friend.
No,
No.
it's rampaging.
It's we killed its
But
master,
misses.
so it's rampaging.
But misses, unless there's one more attack. No. This one can't quite reach you. But I get double moves. Yeah.
Quite going pretty well.
It
Oh, no,
does have
it's
half.
it's halved. Yeah, there you go. So it's there. That's why I was only moving 30 at the time. I remember. So just double moves 30. Talia.
Right, so
Good.
my gauntlet recharged. Gonna try and save Lance Corporal Parrish. That's a
Well,
good
she's
idea.
actually okay now. She's no longer grappled and being killed.
Oh, she's no longer drowning in the bowl?
No.
Oh,
No,
shit,
he let her
okay.
go.
Cool. Okay, then I hope she'll make her saves. And I'll try and break free. 20.
You are free.
Fucking sickeroni. I can't
Oh, by the way, on any attacks against Talia, are you factoring in her +2 AC?
Yeah.
do anything else necessarily, but can I, you said the sea witches have potions on them, right? Like what kind of potions can I try and investigate?
No, they're in like leather. You'd have to like open one up and smell it to investigate it at all. Like you can't, they're not in glass files or anything, you can't see a colour.
Like red potions filled like a cross on them.
Like a heart. No.
In that case, I will end turn. I will
Alrighty.
end my turn.
Come on, Naga Sea
My
bitch!
turn will be ended.
She moves here and stabs at Shallan with her trident.
No!
That's what? God, I have no idea what their media attacks are. Sea
Minus-
Witch, action, trident, +5. Okay.
+5, what? They're fucking casters.
But does not hit Shallan. You get Shallan's absurd AC. This one tries to coil you again, Talia.
Bring it, bitch.
He does not bring it very successfully. You're not coiled.
But I thought,
Shallan.
Do they appear to be very wise creatures, these Naga Sea Witches?
well, very
In terms of
spiritual.
spirit,
Hefty in spirit!
Yeah, they're reasonably spirited.
Okay. Are they more spirited than dexterous? Or agility-wise?
No.
Okay.
as just like as kind of strange as a call that is to make. No.
Okay. I'll move up the spiritual weapon, and it'll make its attack first. 20
Hit.
for 6.
Got
But now that it is damaged, I will...
solve at it.
Yeah, because it's just a wisdom
Fails
saving
the
throw.
save.
Nice. Oh fuck! It takes 7. God, that's 4 ass rolls on damage. What could have been?
This one stabs frantically at the elemental.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna move forward one
Sure.
step. By the way,
Okay.
just into her grill.
It does not successfully poke the elemental with his trident. Parish. This guy's gonna try and smash the Myrmidon. Hits. And he can't survive because it's full health. Myrmidon is kill.
Shit.
Talia.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna recharge.
Myrtleize.
I'm gonna try and pull the sea witch towards me.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's its strength.
Uh-huh.
It's 18.
You pull. Whoop.
And then swing at her.
And those don't provoke, right?
No.
Okay.
You hit.
Dude, that is a game-changing play, because now I can actually run past that provoking to save the corporal.
Yes.
Because provoking would have been so dangerous
I
for you
think-
with that tiny amount of health you have left.
I can't. Chris, do you remember, like, if
My
I
worry is
managed-
that I would unleash another raging water elemental.
Oh, yeah, possibly. Sorry, what, Jacka?
if I manage to pull them, I get a. Oh, and then I can attack automatically, right, on them? I
No.
gotta make it in place of my attack, but
Yeah, you make it in place of your attack, but you don't. You've now used both your attacks.
oh, okay. In that case, I will do my turn now.
She pulls out a potion and drinks it.
No, we need it though.
She has a fucking mana potion? It's like 4,000 GP.
Yeah, but they're silly raiders.
This one attempts to coil Talia desperately, but does not because he's rolled a 2 last time and a 4 this time. Shallan.
Okay.
Where's that dead sea witch? Are you standing on it, Talia? Yeah, you are. Okay.
Okay, so I will use my action to... Oh, shit, I was past it. Renewing Light on the Corporal,
Okay.
which is basically... It's healing word, honestly.
It's not like a heal over time component or some shit.
There is... But it's not concentration. Check that.
Yeah.
It's
that's-
1d4 hit point.
Yep. So it's just D4. Yeah, so basically it does it over time instead of adding my modifier, apparently, which is dumb. But
Do the spirit thing, that's right. Okay, so immediately D4.
Wait, so if it's friendly, it must succeed a spirit saving throw to keep being healed?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this turn she gains a D4.
she's up! That's what matters!
She's up. I get a little renew icon. Okay.
Alrighty. That's that. Wait, still more to my turn?
Was that there? Is that really?
It's basically just moving the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
But yes,
Glad.
What's the details?
exactly.
She gets on her feet.
Can I tell her to avoid the water elemental?
Carefully away from the water elemental.
Thank you.
Why do you have a bacon icon on
It's like a healing effect. It's like healing vapors. Are you okay, Talia? You little in there.
I just give her a thumbs up.
Okay,
A
yeah.
thumbs up. Okay.
Are you okay? Really bitch.
The elemental
I give her a double
Cannot.
thumbs up.
cannot whelm, but it has 3 targets. It chooses to attack Talia,
Give her a triple thumbs up.
but it also rolls a 4 and does not hit Talia.
Nice.
This guy just gives up. You know, he gives up the ghost. He's like, it's probably still technically more than a minute on his banish, but
Yeah, there's.
just
I mean,
returns to the elemental plane.
it's been at least 6 rounds, so he's got to.
He just gives up. It's like, you need to take 10 technically, but he's like, fuck it, whatever. I'm done with this shit.
So here, honest question: Is that just mean like I no longer have to concentrate on it?
Yeah, you know I have to concentrate.
Okay. I want to make sure you're not gonna like
You're
bullshit. me or
successfully
something about it.
banished.
Yeah.
You know, like you can still concentrate. That claws his way back through our dimensions.
Exactly. It's like
coming.
no.
Yes,
I
you no longer have to
don't
concentrate.
want that right now.
By the way, not that it matters, but like in Gladiator times, was it thumbs up or thumbs down when they wanted people to be executed?
Thumbs down. I
Thumbs
think.
down.
Alright.
But like, I'm not actually sure if that's like actually a thing or just something that was made up for Gladiator.
100%
think-
made up for Gladiator.
I think
Oh,
I
squid.
thought that Gladiator did it wrong, but whatever.
Yeah,
Well,
like they. Yeah.
So I
Thumbs
still have
up
my
to kill.
thumbs up, and then I turn to the sea witch and wait for my thumbs down. And then I hit it. For 19, that
Hit
hits,
her.
right?
Yeah.
11.
Can we roll a 2?
Reroll the 2, and don't forget your
Rolling
+2 damage.
2. So
You forgot your
that's
+2 damage as
4,
well,
so
by the
that's
way.
6
4,
extra.
So 15 total.
Oh,
Oh,
plus
no,
2.
And then-
17 because I forgot
17.
the +2 from my.
Of course, it would be 17.
And I'll use my bonus action to do swipe this one for 5.
Can't you do both?
Water elemental and
Oh,
the
and
Naga.
the water element, I guess, yeah. I guess that's the target as well. There's too many fucking
Here's the
HP rolls
question.
on this.
Does that get increased by 2 as well?
No, because that's not weapon
Well-
damage. That's strength mod.
Okay.
And then, oh wait, I should have not done it.
It's
like
a,
that.
it's a borderline case, but no.
But I'll take
Yeah.
the sea witch anyway. I should have hit someone else and then done the bonus damage to the sea witch. 17 on the Sea Witch, and then she's
You
dead.
end the Sea Witch.
Nice.
All the Sea Witches are down.
I do have to go to dinner pretty soon, so we can finish up
Okay.
this fight.
Sure we can. Ian is like, hurry the fuck up and get back to Stormwind, you motherfucker. Okay. Naga Myrmidon. Desperately. I mean, I'd say he disengages and tries to flee, but he has like 10 feet of speed on land, so just
Doesn't get far.
stabs furiously, misses Talia again. Shallan.
We're going.
Okay. Oh, by the way, beginning of the round.
Another D4.
Spirit saving throw.
Oh yeah, Rosh actually has to.
So here's the. To reduce.
Yeah, I
your
know,
hit
it's
points.
weird.
So the question is. It just needs to get below my save DC. Because otherwise, the higher my save DC,
Yeah,
the less likely they are
I
to
know.
do it, which seems backwards.
It's stupid, but I've looked at it. It is like this. It's
So
It is
because I'm a
purely
powerful
because there's
mage,
also
it's harder for the spell to keep going?
yeah. It's harder for them to hold on to the magical juice of your spell.
That is pure idiocy, but okay.
And, but she fails, and she no longer is being
Okay,
healed.
cool.
Sick.
So yeah, it's the dumbest. Can I just, instead of having her doing light, then just fucking have healing word? Because there is mass healing word. Because I would just do that from now on. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, so I will. I mean, we kind of wanted to keep him alive, right?
Yeah, kind of.
That was a plan at some point.
A vague plan.
So I'm actually going to go over Talia's head with the spiritual weapon, because it can
Sure,
be
sure.
up there, and then make the attack on it. 15?
Ooh, fringe case. Yeah,
Cool.
hits.
Okay. For 9. And I'll move around to there,
You can do the
and
one.
I will, as I'm doing it, I pull my bow out, and I have it pointed, and I tell it to not to move.
With a prepared action to shoot him. I
To
suppose.
shoot if
I
it
should
tries to
move.
run.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the water elemental crushes him.
Corporal Parish takes the initiative. Corporal Parish picks up the trident from this Myrmidon and like readies it to throw at the Myrmidon that you're like trying to hold up. It's like, yeah, don't
Yeah.
move.
Is there still a water elemental beating on me?
Yes.
Water elemental. Oh, does he? No. That's like a 50-50 chance. Attacks the Naga Myrmidon.
No!
That's it?
That's it.
He does.
Sick.
It's not that much damage. It's like 2d8 plus 3 or something. Yeah.
It's possible if he hits. Like,
It's definitely possible to kill it.
No, he doesn't quite, but it's really close.
Okay.
Right. Are elementals like oh, I have a magic sword, so I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'll turn to the elemental,
You know, they do actually have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons.
but I have a magical weapon.
Yeah, you have a magical weapon.
And I'll strike it and fail.
You do, in fact, fail to strike the
And I strike it
elemental
and fail again.
twice in a row.
Is it okay if I
Wow.
quickly get out? Like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
think
Let's.
it's
That's
not-
okay. That's the end of that initiative round. So let's.
But it's Shallan, Parish, the elemental.
Let's. Everyone holding their breath. Will the party make it out of this fight alive?
No!
Find out after the break.
Okay.
Okay, sick cliffhangers.